Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Steph Curry makes big announcement on Monday. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors are heading into the play-in with an NBA title in mind, ranked as the number 7 seed. The Warriors finished the regular season at number 7 in the Western Conference standings, boasting a 48-34 record. They finished the regular season with a loss to the Los Angeles Clippers. Golden State now has a play-in matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies, scheduled for Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Before Curry and the Warriors hit the court for the play-in, the Golden State star took to social media, sharing some exciting news with fans. Curry announced the release of Shot Ready will be on September 9th. "Stay ready," Curry said. Shot Ready, a reflection through photos, releasing on September 9, 2025. Available for pre-order now at the link in bio. Curry will be releasing a series of 3 books, beginning with Shot Ready, to discuss his personal life outside of basketball, letting NBA fans get a glimpse of the day in the life. The book features an interactive, showcasing more than 100 photographs. While Curry took the time to tell fans about his upcoming release, the Warriors guard be shot all over headlines. This past season in Golden State, Curry has recorded 24.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 6.0 assists per game. For Memphis Grizzlies, bold predictions for 2025 NBA play-in tournament versus Warriors. The end of the 2024-25 regular season was not too kind to the Memphis Grizzlies. Facing immense pressure to compete in the stacked Western Conference, the Grizzlies decided to shake things up, firing Taylor Jenkins, their head coach of over half a decade, and giving assistant coach Tuomas Isalo interim duties. But this did not give the Grizzlies the bounce they needed, as they won just 4 of their 9 games under Isalo and fell to the NBA play-in tournament as a result. And after the Golden State Warriors lost to the Los Angeles Clippers, 124-119, in an overtime thriller on Sunday, the Grizzlies are now set to battle Stephen Curry and company on Tuesday night for the right to face the Houston Rockets in the first round of the NBA playoffs. The Warriors took 3 out of 4 games from the Grizzlies this past season, although the lone win Memphis had over Golden State was when they blew them out by 51 points. Alas, that was a different Warriors team then, as they did not have Jimmy Butler yet. But in a single-game format, anything can happen. The Grizzlies will have to lock in, particularly on defense, as they prepare to visit a Warriors team that will be raring to redeem themselves after blowing a golden opportunity to seal an outright playoff spot after losing to a Harrison Barnes game winner last week. With that said, here are a few bold predictions for the Grizzlies and how they will fare against the Warriors in their looming 7-8 play-in tournament matchup. The Warriors have been a team that has prioritized skill over size over the past decade or so. And in the aftermath of the Jimmy Butler trade, the Warriors have settled on Draymond Green as their starting center. Green is an elite defender even now that he's 35 years of age, and he has emerged as the favorite to win the 2025 Defensive Player of the Year award for a reason. But Green is still 6'6", and he can only do so much on defense. The Warriors, on their worst nights, cannot control the glass, which is something the Grizzlies will have to exploit. Enter Zach Edey. Edey is a throwback big man who would have thrived in the 1990s. He has deft touch around the basket, and he's more mobile than everyone gives him credit for. But at the end of the day, he is a lumbering big man who prefers to do his damage near the hoop, and the Warriors have made life hell for players like Edey when they bring out his man to do dribble handoffs to a player like Stephen Curry, who can then waltz into open triples. During the Grizzlies' most recent matchup against the Warriors, Curry popped off for 52 points on 12 made triples. This is the vulnerability that the Grizzlies must shield themselves from, and the easiest path to doing so is playing Jaren Jackson Jr. at the 5 for extended minutes. However, Edey has utility in the Warriors matchup. He hauled in 16 boards during their last matchup, and he can take up so much space on the interior, giving Grizzlies multiple chances at a basket. Ivica Zubac showed on Sunday that a more traditional center can still survive the Warriors matchup, as long as he does his damage on the glass and scores efficiently. While Eddie is nowhere near the player Zubac is, he can still pop off for the occasional huge game. And for the Grizzlies to upset the Warriors on the road, the 22-year-old rookie must channel the Purdue version of himself and dominate inside. After Stephen Curry went off for 52 in their last matchup, the Grizzlies will be reconfiguring their defensive setup against the Warriors star. They will be throwing multiple defenders at Curry at all times, especially when their best perimeter defender, Jalen Wells, is out for the season, and in turn, they will be forcing the Warriors star to be more of a passer. Limiting Curry will be the Grizzlies' #1 task, and holding him down to less than 20 points, while near impossible, will be their key to victory. Memphis would much rather give those shots to the Dubs supporting cast instead of being on the receiving end of another monster outing from the greatest shooter of all time. James Harden's Steph Curry post after Clippers-Warriors goes viral. In their 2024-25 regular season finale, the LA Clippers and Golden State Warriors gave fans a treat with an overtime thriller. In a postseason atmosphere with playoff implications on the line, the Clippers pulled out a huge 124-119 win to close out their regular season with a statement. The Clippers were led by star guard James Harden with 39 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks on 13-23 shooting from the field and 5-8 from beyond the arc, as the 11-time NBA All-Star turned back the clock with an incredible performance. After the game, Harden took to social media to share a statement alongside a picture of him and Warriors superstar Steph Curry. Via James Harden, wouldn't have it any other way at La Clippers #Uno, Curry shined on the other side of the floor, dropping 36 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals on 10-20 shooting from the field, 7-12 from three-point range, and 9-9 from the charity stripe in a losing effort. Curry and Harden have had many battles over the years since both entered the league in 2009, making for a rivalry filled with respect between the two stars. Curry and Harden have met 60 times in their careers, splitting the series at an even 30-30. After the game, Curry showed the same respect for Harden. Utmost respect and appreciation for who he is as a player, as a person, Curry said. There's just a lot of love and a lot of respect for what he's done his entire career and the levels that he's pushed it. It's kinda cool to keep having opportunities to do it in 2025. Sunday's meeting between the Clippers and Warriors had all the makings for a playoff game, especially as these two superstar guards battled it out on the court and still had the utmost respect for each other after. And you fan? What do you think about James Harden's situation? Write to us in the comments.